Okay, welcome in to the rest of our weekly All Signs Love readings. This is Jenny at Seven Chakras Tarot. I would have been on, to be honest, I wanted to come on last night. That's what I was planning to do. But I had the most extreme situation in the bathroom department. I was having to run for the bathroom, guys. So, yeah, that wasn't going to happen. I've also had a bit of a bad week, to be honest. Something really awful happened in work, so that was really not nice. And then it was that time of the month as well, so just, yeah, I'm feeling better now. I never want to, like, sit and do readings and, like, you know, like, and not be arsed about it. I want to give you, like, my best, okay? So, and also take care of myself, okay? So here I am. I'm fully invested. I've just uploaded, for members, I've just uploaded the Native American Indian medicine wheel readings. So, yeah, if you're interested in a membership, it's $5.99 a month. You get a monthly finance reading and you get a monthly Native American Indian medicine wheel reading, okay? Yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get into the Libra reading. We'll start off with Libra and we'll go through all the sort of signs of the second half of the zodiac wheel. So it'd be Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. And they'll be about half an hour each. Okay. So if you're looking for the Scorpio reading, come back in half an hour. You're welcome to hang around. I'm not trying to get rid of you. Okay. I am using the Blossom of Serenity tarot deck. It's in the background there. I love it. So starting off with Libra. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. How is Libra feeling? In this, what are we on now? The third week of May, goodness me. In this third week of May 2026, with regards to the one they're thinking about dealing with or manifesting in, 3 cards for how Libra's feeling, please. The King of Coins, okay. Well, this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay. Pentacles are to do with being practical, working hard, being a solid provider, being responsible, stable. Hi, welcome in. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Divya. I hope I pronounce your names correctly. Just spell it out for me if I don't. Help a girl out. Yeah, so the King of Coins, very, very grounded, very practical, very stable energy, nice energy, Libra. Okay, you could be enjoying some time at home, you could be working on the house. You could have had like a lovely clean up today, like a spring clean, or just got your house in order. But you are, in terms of love, you're feeling quite like responsible, like maybe you have children, you don't have to. Let's see what else comes out. You could just have like a good job, you know what I mean? You could be a homeowner. Thank you. Thanks for being a subscriber. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Like, after struggling to do my lives for like 6 weeks, I'm back, baby. I love to chat to you. It's so much better than just recording to like an empty room. The Empress reversed. Why, Libra? Okay, so this, how pretty is this card? This is your Major Arcana, the Empress, as well as the Scales of Justice. You know, you are also the Empress. Oh, I'm a high school teacher, so I don't like to show my face, to be honest. That's the reason why. But also, I would be very self-conscious. I wouldn't be able to concentrate. I'm not putting myself out there for all that. But the main thing is, yeah, I don't want my pupils to know that I have a channel. Some of the staff know. Okay, so if we think that this is your major arcana, if we think about it in that respect, because the Empress is someone who attracts, she does not chase, she's very high value, I mean, just regal. So when it's reversed, I always kind of think that you're not feeling good about yourself at the moment, you know? And I would say the same if this were a Taurus reading and this came out, or any other sign, and you got this as the Empress reversed. I would say, like, you're not feeling your worth, you know, like you feel less than. You probably are very high status, you probably are very valuable and very wonderful, whether you're a man or a woman, but you don't feel like you are. So something's made you feel, you could be taking care of business, getting on with your day-to-day routine, but you just don't feel like very loved at the moment. Hang on, was that the Emperor? That's the Emperor. Okay, so that's the Emperor, because now we've got the Empress coming out. So we've got the Emperor reversed. Okay, so that changes it slightly because that's a lack of leadership. Okay, you could feel like you've lost a bit of confidence, you've lost the fire out of your belly. Now we've got the Empress reversed. So again, not feeling good enough about ourselves. The Four of Coins reversed. You could be an overgiver. You could have put yourself out there and kind of like overgiven. You may need to find some boundaries. Because I'll tell you why. The Four of Pentacles, when it's upright, is the Miser. And that's kind of holding back time, money and energy. This is being generous, but why would we feel down when we're being generous? Perhaps we're being over generous, okay? Perhaps we're trying too hard and we're not kind of making the other person meet us in the middle. Does that make sense? Right, they're showing up as the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands, when it's upright, is being competitive, it's trying hard, going out of your way to win, trying to gain the high ground, maintain the advantage, gain the advantage. It's someone who's trying, yeah? When it's reversed, we could feel like we're at a disadvantage, or we could not bother trying. You know, why even put ourselves in the competition? See, this person could be someone that's like a bit of a breadcrumber. They could be someone who, you know, promises things but isn't really making the effort or the energy. Perhaps they like hold back because they want reassurance. They need lots of reassurance. They want assurance that you feel something for them, or you're going to put in time, money and energy. They're going to meet you if you provide it, or they're just not going to even try. You know, it's giving like that you're kind of like over contributing here and they're not really trying. So let's get another one for them. We're just on the sign of Libra, guys. Welcome in. The Fool reversed. Yeah, this person's like afraid. They're afraid to put themselves out there. They feel like if they jump feet first into something, okay, they're going to break their ankles. They don't feel like it's going to turn out well. They're a bit mistrusting, or they don't trust themselves. So that this person, it could be like getting blood from a stone when you ask them like how they're feeling about things between the two of you, or you're looking for signs that they deeply care about you, or they're in love with you, you know, or if they seem like not like they're making themselves available, like they're not making themselves available, that could be like not really like accurate to how they feel, but they're kind of making you feel bad. Queen of Coins, oh my gosh. So you're showing up as the King of Coins. They're showing up as the Queen of Coins. But with the 9 of Coins reversed. Is this person like sucking your money? They've got the 9 of Coins reversed, or they don't want to be single. Because the 9 of Coins upright is like a solo energy. It's not like, oh, we're building a life together, but it's like, I've got plenty, like I can pay my own way and I don't need anyone else. Like, it's very positive, the 9 of Pentacles. It's like, I'm single and I'm abundant. I'm not codependent. I don't need someone to pay my bills for me. Sometimes when the 9 of Coins is reversed, the person's finances are not good, or they really want to be in a relationship. They don't want to be single. They want to be the 10 of Pentacles and building a life with someone. You know, building up assets together. Joint finances, joint bank account, joint incomes, joint saving, you know. Just let me look at the whole spread. Both the Emperor and the Empress are reversed. The King and the Queen of Coins are upright. The Fool's reversed. Yeah, with them having the Fool reversed and the 7 of Wands reversed, this person feels like they either do want to co-collaborate, but they don't know if they're earning enough money to put into a mortgage, so they don't want to get themselves into debt. It could be, you know, like this person isn't like quite ready, like they don't have their career like ready to like buy a house together or something like this. If you're not yet married, but you are well suited to each other, okay? They're showing up as very earthy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but they're not going to be foolish and like sign, you know, put their name on the dotted line and sign up to a huge debt. You know, a mortgage is a huge debt, and if you can't pay it, then, you know, you're going to be worse off afterwards. You're going to get bad credit rating, you're going to get the house repossessed. So, you know, it's not a bad thing if this person is exercising, you know, like good intelligence and thinking like that wouldn't be smart to do that right now. I haven't got the finances, I haven't got the means. But you could feel like you're kind of overgiving where this person can't or won't. I don't know if it's can't or won't. And it may be getting you feeling down. Let's get 3 for the outcome. So the 2 of Swords, when it's upright, it's not positive, okay? Like, when it's reversed, that's better. And I'll tell you why. The 2 of Swords is like, you know, it's swords like this. Like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to see this. It's denial, okay? That is full-scale denial. Burying your head in the sand. This is like facing up to facts. And this is when we get the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So, good luck. The universe is turning the wheel in our favour, and things are going to start to get better because we're facing facts, we're facing reality. That doesn't mean that you have to, like, resign yourself to the fact you're not going to be with this person. But it might be, oh, I need to hold my horses, I need to slow down because maybe this person isn't ready to purchase a house maybe that wouldn't be smart to do that right now, you know? So it could be about waiting and not being impatient, or it could be that this person is a bit of a leech and they're just not on your level. But I don't think it's that, because we've got the Queen of Coins, so you could already be together, but I mean, what's this all about with... I don't know, let's get two more. You could already be, you know, divine counterparts and already in a relationship, but you're coming out as very separate. There's not a lot to do with love. And what's the leap of faith about? Two of Cups reverse. Ooh. Oh no, it's not Two of Cups. Is it Ten of Cups? Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups reversed. Oh dear. Okay, so you could be facing facts that this person perhaps isn't in love anymore, or it's just not working out, you know. The Ten of Cups, when it's upright, is all the people in a household being thrilled, being content, you know, happy as Larry, smiling from one ear to the other. Peace, happiness, contentedness, yeah, that warm, fuzzy feeling. When it's reversed, that is a family dynamic that there's disunion, people are falling out with each other, they're divided, there's, you know, passive aggressiveness. It could be really, really quiet, but you could cut the atmosphere with a knife, you know, a lot of tension, or there could be actual arguments. So I'd say now, looking at this is two people who are already heavily committed to one another. They already have children, they already live together, they could have been married for many years or decades, and now we feel that, you know, this contract has expired. This contract has expired. We don't feel like it's good to stay in the same environment. This person's not making any effort. Maybe they are living with us, you know, because it keeps them financially stable, and that's what we've realised, you know, like, it's not because they're thrilled to be with us. Not anymore, at least. So let's get one more for the outcome. Because the Wheel of Fortune turns in our favour when we come to our senses over something. And it looks like you could be coming to your senses. The Nine of Swords. Okay, it's making you very anxious. It's making you very anxious having to deal with this. But life be like that, you know. Like, we can't ignore it. Let's get a message from this person. I keep falling into this toxic pattern. I really want it to go. Okay, so this person is being toxic. You weren't imagining it. You're not selfish. Whatever it is that they've been doing isn't fair. What is the truth? Okay, this person wants to know the truth. Like, if you feel like something is not fair, like they're not, you know, putting in the effort, or you feel like it's unrequited love, or this contract has just expired and it's, you know, you don't see yourself being with this person for the next 5 to 10 years, 20 years, then, you know, they kind of want an honest conversation, I think. What did this person like or love about Libra? I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. So they did love you, okay? But I think there's been trouble in paradise for a while. And this could be someone that you were married to, and perhaps you were going through the motions, or they were going through the motions for a while. Okay, what's the messy truth about this connection? What if regret over analysing imagined futures? So one or both of you could feel like it was a mistake to split up, or it was a mistake to get married. Or it could be a mistake if you split up, you know, if it hasn't happened yet. Let's get some more. Why is this person, it looks like this person feels like they're at a loss or they're not bothering. You know, I'm not going to fight for this, or I'm not going to, like, split up with this person because I wouldn't make it on my own anyway. I'm not self-sufficient, or, you know, they're like, it seems like they don't feel confident in their finances, or they don't feel confident in something, some aspect of this connection, or going out on their own. Other loves still involved with the past, cheating, secret affections. There's either regret about getting married or splitting up, you know, or like contemplation about, will I regret splitting up? If that's kind of on the cards. Tender bridges, building connections with empathy, gentleness and kindness. Kicked to the curb. So you or this person could feel like rejected, like someone's just packed their bags and just left, and it was really abrupt. There could have been cheating. Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. Even if you don't get back together, there could be like some sort of significant conversation where you let bygones be bygones and you are split up, or you're going to split up, but there's less anger, there's less resentment, you know, because coming to a resolution and making compromises could be a couple that's going through divorce. You know, like, you could be, like, realising we've got to be less hostile because it's upsetting the children and we still need to deal with one another. You've come further than you think, okay? That's the unspoken truth. So they want to know what the truth is, and they know that they're being toxic. They know that they're in some sort of toxic pattern. Maybe that's them breaking out of toxicity, you know, like maybe they know that they treat you badly when they deal with you. Maybe you're a divorced couple, or a couple that are separating, and this person is regretful that they sort of yell at you when they see you, or they don't make it easy for you, but they may suspect cheating happened during the marriage or something like this. They might want some honesty, you know, like maybe they've seen you with someone else, or they've heard, or you've slipped up, or the kids have mentioned something. Ugh, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's a bit awkward. It looks like quite a simple kind of soulmate division, to be honest, you know, like a dividing of assets. You dated, you got married, you had kids, you have assets together, and now you are dividing them, or you're already separated, but this person knows that they're kind of like treating you like shit when they see you because they're just pissed off. they're resentful. I'm going to get you some advice now, okay? Casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe I attract more of, so I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others, through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. Okay, so your advice is to think positively, to speak positively. Okay, if you know that it's going to hurt this person, to be blunt and be brutally honest, sugarcoat it. Okay, do this person a solid and tell them that you don't regret marrying them, you don't regret having children with them, you don't regret getting a home with them, you are happy with the choices that you made, but you were just living a new chapter now, and you know, you continue to like share important memories together, and you know, just try to soften the blow, because I don't think anything good's gonna come from saying, oh, like, you know, the truth is, like, we should never have got married, or like, I really regret, you know, like, I don't think we should have. Do you know what I mean? It's the damage that's going to do. I feel like there's a lot of love this person has for you, and they'd rather like not be shitty to you, which is a good thing. But it obviously, when people are angry and pissed, it's usually because they're hurt. So I think I would soften the blow, and it might help this person to simmer down, you know, and control their temper. Soften the blow, okay. Right, let's get a timing for new love if you are interested in meeting someone new, or if you're not already with someone new, because that seems like an ex. Okay, so if you're not currently in a relationship, then something is going to go down in August, okay? But you don't have to focus too hard on it. There's nothing that you need to necessarily do. You'll get some excitement around August time, okay? Alright, take care. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Hype me up, and I will see you in the next one, Libra. Okay, we're going to go on to Scorpio. If anyone's interested in a personal reading, they're £25. You can contact me using direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. I pre-record it and it's uploaded onto YouTube, but only the person with the link can see it, okay? So unless you forward that link to someone, no one else knows it exists. What's good is, if it's on YouTube, you can watch it on your telly as well as on your phone, and it doesn't get deleted or use up any space. Payment is by PayPal or Bax, because I know PayPal, some of you said it doesn't work in your country, so that's fine. And I mentioned memberships earlier. Members get a monthly finance reading, see what your boss thinks of you, and what your alternative career could be, money affirmations, financial predictions, stuff like this. And what else? You get a Native American Indian medicine wheel readings. That looks at your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your connection to spirit as well. Okay, so let's go on to Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. It's off Temu. I love it. Let's have a few shuffles and we'll get started. Spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me. The Scorpio's highest good. How is Scorpio feeling in this third week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Scorpio's feeling, please. Oops. So we've got the High Priestess reversed. I'm going to turn it upright so we can look at the artwork because it's very pretty. Oh, you like my plants? Thank you. The High Priestess reverse, so it's Pisces energy. It's all about your intuition. The third eye, you know, chakra, so going with your gut. You may feel like you don't trust yourself at the moment. You don't trust your judgment on things, okay? You don't know if you can handle what's coming at you. Should you take a leap of faith? You don't know if you're making the right decisions in life when it comes to your love life. In the challenge position, we've got the Tower. I've just realised that I think that could be like the first time this card's come out, or I've not really focused on it, but that's cool. A Tower moment is when our life changes majorly. Okay, so we move to another country, we find out we're pregnant, we find out our partner's pregnant. It could be something not so nice. It could be something like someone breaks up with us, or, you know, our boss tells us, like, unfortunately, I've got to make you redundant, you know, like the company's been bought by external investors and they're restructuring, or like something major happening, major change. I can't remember if that was upright or reversed. Was it reversed? Yeah, I think it was reversed because I had to turn it to read it, didn't I? I think it was reversed. So we're resistant to some sort of major change, okay, to do with love. I wonder if you're questioning whether to stay in a relationship or break up with someone. Yeah, we've got the 8 of Cups with the Page of Coins. So I think you're actually looking to leave the relationship that you're in, because that's what the 8 of Cups would be. And if the 8 of Cups is upright for you, then you're trying to walk away. And if it's reversed, you're trying to stop someone else from leaving you. Stop them from walking away. Okay, so you're leaving. And I think you wish to invest somewhere else. I think you want to be in a relationship, but not with this person anymore. You could already have someone else in mind, but not necessarily. Let's get 3 for the one that's showing up for you. They've got the 5 of Wands reversed. They don't want to argue anymore. Okay, there's been a lot of conflict. They don't want to fall out. They don't want to do this dance anymore. The Seven of Cups, they know you two are at a crossroads. That's so pretty. Is that a mermaid or a koi carp or something? It's got like scales all over it and they're all different colours. Such nice cards, aren't they? Yeah, so the Seven of Cups is like that dream, that like Pisces dreamer kind of like, what do I want my life to be? What do I want next for myself? Like, being at a major crossroads in your life. So that's what they're where their head's at, you know. This could be a mutual breakup. Doesn't mean that you're both happy about it, but it's amicable, you know, like you just recognise that it's not meant to be anymore. The Hierophant reversed, someone could feel like they've been less than clever. Okay, how cool is that, by the way? The Hierophant, when it's upright, it's the major arcana for Taurus. The Hierophant is the teacher. Okay, this person has had a lot of life experience when it's upright, and they're not stupid. Okay, they've learned a lot. They're reflective. They try to be, you know, like smarter this time. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They tend not to repeat the same mistakes. Okay, the Hierophant wants to educate other people, teach other people the error of their ways that they had previously so that they don't make the same mistakes. When it's reversed, it's like this person hasn't learnt the lesson, or they've been foolish, or they've been stupid, or they've, you know, not exercised good judgment over something. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The 8 of Coins. Okay, so someone is going to grow and expand into the future, work hard, become, you know, self-sufficient. The 9 of Pentacles, so that's what someone's aiming for. It could be you. The Ace of Wands. Let's read from the back. The King of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Coins, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Wands. This is really weird because it's giving like a rebirth, like getting back together. King of Cups is someone who's like very forgiving, patient, understanding. You know, a duck, like they appear really calm even when they're stressed. The Page of Swords is someone who's curious, okay? They wish to know how another person's doing without being seen. The Knight of Coins is someone who's in active pursuit. They wish to invest. The Hanged Man is, you know, putting ourselves in a fixed position, turning ourselves upside down, to see things from every angle, make sure we're not making any mistakes or being foolish. The Ace of Wands is a rebirth or something we're really trying to manifest for ourselves. So there's some sort of new chapter, but it's giving like forgiveness and wondering what the ex is doing, wanting to reconcile, wanting a do-over. And the 8 of Coins is the same kind of thing. It's like growth and expansion into the future. So this could be a pause. It may not be over. Someone could recommit themselves, or they could say, do you know what, this time I'm all in. You could be walking away thinking, I'm looking for real commitment here, I'm looking for real investment, and then because you do that, that's what this person comes back with. And I would never say like do that being confident that that's what the result's going to be, but it looks like that's what could happen. Let's get one more for the outcome, because they were a combination. The 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior. So this is continuing the cycle, continuing the relationship. Okay, throw another challenge at me, I can take it. Yeah, this is like being determined to continue. So, a bit of a curveball, but it looks like a pause, it's not the end. You could actually part ways with someone and then, you know, and have a proper breakup, but then like 6 months or a year later, you get back together. With this renewed sense of commitment, you know, like things being more solid, things being more committed. Sometimes people get cold feet, don't they? And they think, shit, I don't know if I want to get married actually, or this just feels like a lot. And then to lose you is like too much. And then they're like, do you know what? Of course I want to marry you. Like, you know, I can't believe I'm so stupid. Like, I actually know people who that's happened to, and they've got like 3 kids, and you know, they're happy as Larry now. And they'd been together for like 9 years, and it was just like the engagement turning into planning the wedding freaked him out. But it's not because he didn't want to be with her or that he was thinking I want to sleep around. He was just scared, you know, for the sense of responsibility. So it does happen. It does happen. Let's get a message from your person then, Scorpio. I am reacting from a place of my own fear. Oh my god, I'm good at this. Yeah, they're being a scaredy cat, okay? They're not making good decisions because they're acting from a place of fear. They feel like they're at a crossroads in their life, and they may fall back, you know, out of fear, and then you may end up coming back together with renewed vigour from this person, like that, you know, they decide to put their hat in the ring and like they're all in this time. You may get renewed investment from them. These feelings are eating me alive. My god, I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, this person's not going anywhere, okay? They may act dumb for a while, but they're gonna panic completely and be like, what the fuck have I just done? I want Scorpio. What time is it where I live? It's 8 o'clock here in the evening. Okay, what does this person love about Scorpio? Because it's clearly love. Thank you for teaching me what real love is. This person must be sobbing over you if you've split up with them. They are sobbing, like they have red eyes. They need to hydrate because all they've done is cry. They feel nervous, they feel like shaky. They're devastated if there's been a breakup. Scorpio, like this person was acting like a scaredy cat, but they, oh my god, like they don't have a life if you're not going to be with them. They don't want to be with anyone. Like they're devastated to be split up from you. They feel like they're being a fool. They were just acting from a place of fear. I think you're going to come back together with this person. I think it's going to be fucking amazing, to be honest. I'm not getting anything like dirty or shallow or toxic. I'm not getting anything like that. I'm getting someone who was just scared. What's the messy truth about this connection? Love me, leave me, back and forth feelings, unstable affection. Yeah, they could be like a commitment phobe, and it's not that deep. It's just like they're just afraid of the sense of being married, or like the sense of finality. But they'll get over it because, oh my god, they're like crazy about you. I don't know why I'm picking that up because I never get them first. Drowning, you are going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. It's really taking its toll. I told you this person's crying. They're literally like swamped in their own, like, you know, their pillows are wet from crying all night and all day. It's so sad. Getting married's a big deal. Leadership's law, dominant in spirit, fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom's embrace. Taming anger, don't roar in arguments, respect can heal wounds. Yeah, you could have argued really, really badly. You could have argued really badly and been like, well, fuck off then, or like, well, don't marry me then, or don't, you know, like, be with me then. And this person's like, literally fucking devastated. Hi, Nico. Oh, I don't take questions in the chat. I do personal readings, but these are collective love readings. If you want a personal reading, it's £25 and you can email me. My email's in the channel description on YouTube, or you can direct message on Instagram or TikTok. Unless you're just like thinking out loud. But like, what's your sign? Because I did the first 6 signs of the zodiac. When did I do them? Did I do it on Sunday? And then I'm doing the other 6 signs tonight, so. Libra, Scorpio, okay. Well, I've just finished Libra and we're most of the way through Scorpio. Beloved wisdom, love is a choice you make every day, so choose wisely. Awakened rebirth, become conscious, stay aware and embrace the renewal of your essence. Yeah, someone's afraid of commitment, but there's going to be renewed commitment, okay? The Libra and the Scorpio reading are very, very different, by the way. So Scorpio is about splitting up, coming back together. The Libra is about separation and it's very final. But like, being nice to the other person about it. Private relationship. This could have started off as something that was in the dark, okay? This could have started off as something that was secret, something that was in the shadows, and now it's like, you know, perhaps you're like, I'm ready to go legit. Or your exes and you've started seeing each other again and this person doesn't know whether to like, you know, make it legit again, something like that. The ex. Unfaithful love triangle, ex in question. Self-love. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. Yeah, maybe they weren't fully in it and this was a secret relationship because they were already, you know, like technically in a relationship with someone. So they kept like keeping you on the back burner or not fully being in, or it couldn't be public for that reason. There was definitely like, you know, a relationship that was in the dark, or it wasn't a relationship, it wasn't allowed to be a relationship. It was like, you know, hook up, sneaky linky. What's the unspoken truth? Don't let fear be your driver. So we've got fear twice from them. Can you still trust she or he? Okay, so you may have found out this person's already married, that they already live with someone, or you may have already known that, okay? And you split up with them, and then they, like, basically realise in the time that you're apart, like, you're incredibly important to them, and they can't handle the thought of you, like, leaving or it being over, okay? And so you're going to come back together. And I think there's going to be, like, a whole renewed sense of, like, wow, Scorpio is really important to me. You know, like, this is not insignificant. Yeah, Knight of Coins is like, they're going to want to give you time, money and energy. They're going to want to reinvest and, like, pursue you. You're going to hear from them. When are you going to hear from them? February. Okay, something significant is going to happen in February. You may not hear from this person while they're trying to, like, deal with everything in their head, and then February could be the time where you, like, reconcile, you know, and you first start talking again. I know that seems a long way away, but people need extensive time to feel like they're not being forced into anything. Like, yes, they do want to finalise this idea in their mind that they've had of exiting a partnership, you know, that they currently have. And that is a lot to process. It's not like, well, you know whether you want to or not. It's going to mean a lot of change in that person's life, and it has a knock-on effect to everyone they love and care about. So, yes, it's a big fucking deal, and they have to think ahead and think, what is going to be the fallout? What is going to be the next 10 things that happen after I say this, and how do I do it? And, you know, it's not that easy, is it? It's not that easy. So I suspect this person's heavily committed to someone else and has been for many years. And then you two have met and been seeing each other in secret, but you are going to come together. Have you heard from him in February? You left a long-term relationship first. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay, so I've got that. Let's get you a couple of advice cards. Okay, so let's get a relationship card. Oops. I'm throwing the cards around. The X. Oh my god, we've got the X twice. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. Tolerance. Learn tolerance in love. Smooth all imperfections. It's very positive. It seems dramatic and it seems messy, but the outcome's very positive, you know. This is a love that's sustaining. This is something that's going, it's something profound and important what you've got between the two of you, okay? It may feel like it's being disregarded, or it may feel like it's being discarded or put on the back burner or bottom on the list of priorities, or everyone else seems to come first in this person's life, or they feel like that about you, because the roles could be reversed. But it's like, there's actually something really important between the two of you, so it's not going to go away, it's not going to fizzle out. So don't worry about that, okay? It's something what's the word? It's going to withstand, like, the test of time, this connection. Despite the challenges, despite the drama. Just try to be patient with one another. Try to see, you know, what the other person's going through, what the circumstances are, and think about how you would feel if you were them. Yeah. Try to be tolerant of, like, how long this is taking to work itself out. Doing our best. We're all doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay. No matter the outcome, I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. That's really nice. Okay, so be kind to yourself, be kind to this person, because working out big shit like this is not easy. That is your reading. I hope you liked it. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Hype me up, and I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25, memberships are £5.99. If you're a member, you get a monthly finance reading, a monthly health reading with the Native American Indian medicine wheel, and I'm doing a bit of a How to Read Tarot series as well. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, you can direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Turnaround time is about 2 days normally, okay, quite quick because we're quite a small channel. Payment is by PayPal or Bax. I pre-record it, put it on YouTube, and I send you the link. Only people with the link can see it. I know money comes and goes, but it just depends, doesn't it? Like, you might have money at the moment, or you might think, oh, I haven't bought myself a reading in a while. Okay, so we're going on to Sagittarius next. Okay, so Sagittarius, welcome in. I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck for another week because I love it. Jojo's here. You want to say hi? Well, hi. Thanks for the likes and the loves. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius' highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in this third week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about dealing with or manifesting in? What have you typed? All I can say is the word servicing in inverted commas. Waiting for my internet to come back on. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Don't even speak to me about the internet because you know what I went through. a few weeks ago. We had like a whole weekend with no Wi-Fi and I was fuming. Because I watch all my programmes off my PlayStation. With the apps on my PlayStation. So I had no good TV. Bye-bye Netflix. Bye-bye Amazon Prime. I couldn't upload my readings. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know, really irritating. If you reported it, yeah, you know what's going on. And I was trying to apply for a job as well. You don't realise how much you need stuff, do you? Did I even finish what I was saying? I did, I think I did. Okay, so this is how you're feeling, Sagittarius. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man upright is being open-minded, willing to see other points of view. When it's reversed, it's kind of stubborn, I'm not going to lie. You might be like really stubborn about something like at the moment, I don't know. Let's get a couple more. The Page of Cups reversed. You might be a bit fucked off with love, to be honest. You might be like, do you know what, fuck off. Because the Page of Cups is like when you express your feelings towards someone or anybody, and you could just be really shut down at the moment, really like just clam up at the thought of like making yourself vulnerable to anyone or being nice to anyone. You may just be like, fuck off, I'm not doing that. You could be a bit down, a bit bitter, you know, and with good reason. Usually we're protecting ourselves because we're in a vulnerable state, right? So we're not ready to get hurt again. Or you've got a crush on someone, be like, I will fucking die if you tell them. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I don't really think it's that, but if I get a crush on someone, I just don't look at them ever. And I don't speak to them ever. Because that way, they'll never, ever know. And I can move and breathe and exist. Because I can't move, breathe, or exist when someone I crush on looks at me, talks to me, comes near me. Oh my God, I can't cope with it. I can't cope with it. I will flirt with people I don't even fancy because it doesn't bother me. But if someone I have a crush on comes near me, I feel like I'm gonna like set on fire or something. I can't cope with it. The Strength card reversed with the Three of Wands reversed. Let's have a look at these upright. The Three of Wands is what you get after a planning phase. It's taking action. So reversed is delaying, procrastinating. The Strength card is, you know, it's the major for Leo, or one of the majors for Leo. Makes me think of like horsepower, that. So there's a need to be emotionally strong, not just physically strong. But that's reversed. So we're feeling weak, we're feeling scared. We don't want to put ourselves out there, we're feeling bashful. Okay, you could go bright red at the thought of leaving your number for someone. There's loads of ways to ask people out. There's loads of ways to ask people out. You don't have to do it directly. You can do, but you know, that's what social media is there for. You know, if you see someone out, you could ask the, you know, the waiter to give you a number. You could ask the guy in the gym to give you a number. You don't, you know, like the memberships person or like the PT or someone. It can be via a third party. My ex from many years ago, I saw him out on a night out. I was a bit drunk. I hadn't really drawn my eyebrows on. I was in like casual clothes, but the guy must have like liked me because I found him on Facebook. We'd gone to school together and then like not seen each other for like years and years. I found him on Facebook, messaged him, and he was loving it. He was absolutely loving life, and he asked me out. So like, you know, the plan came together. If there's someone that you know you like, you can go out in a Santa outfit on Christmas Eve. And, you know, just be out looking good. And, you know, they grab you by the wrists and take you home. There's lots of ways to get what you want, you know. Direct, indirect, it's all good. Right, so they are showing up with the Tower in the challenge position, okay? So when a tower falls, it means that there's going to be major destruction, major change. Something in our life is going to be very different. It could be where we live, where we work, who we're seeing. It could be having a baby, you know, like it's something major is changing. It could be anything, but that's the challenge. So like someone possibly doesn't like change, or they feel completely overwhelmed by a situation. The Two of Cups reversed. Someone's feeling like you are not in love. They're feeling rejected. They feel like they've got feelings and you don't. And this has created a Tower moment for them. Honestly, I think you're being very shut down in the way that you are, you know, being unexpressive, you're being stubborn, you're being closed-minded, you are maybe angry or bitter, like the things I said before. And so there could be someone who likes you and they're thinking, fuck, Sagittarius is cold. Do you know what I mean? Like, they obviously don't like me back. But if they're showing up in your reading, I would imagine that maybe you do like them, but you're just afraid to kind of let it develop into anything. I don't know. It could be incredibly early days and you're just a bit fucked off of life after a major ending. King of Swords upright. This person's going to emotionally detach. They could go strategic. They could get in their head and overanalyze everything. They may try to go persuasive, or they may just give up and like pull back. Pull back completely from the situation. They're definitely analysing everything. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so someone's gone right into their head and they're thinking, what the fuck's going on? In the outcome, we've got the Three of Swords, so heartbreak, heartache. Okay, it's a beautiful card, but it's something very sad. It's heartbreak, heartache. Okay, being completely heartbroken. The Four, is that the Four of Cups? Yeah, the Four of Cups reversed. So, starting to become open to offers. Six of Swords, closure. Okay, so you could have rejected offers from other people, suitors who have come towards you, and you could have just been so closed off to the idea of love, you just weren't ready. Okay, but it looks like your heart is going from frozen to thawing out over the next, you know, month or so. So someone's genuinely gutted, okay, they feel rejected, but they may just lay in wait, you know, in hope that... I've met people at the wrong time and they've just been too upset over someone, or I've been too upset over someone to even, like, see what's right in front of me, and I'm genuinely just not ready. and nothing would make me ready. Do you know what I mean? Like, my body's depressed, like my whole body, my vagina is depressed. It doesn't want to be touched by anyone else. I don't want to kiss anyone else. I don't want to look at anyone else. I could sketch my person out. All I want is my person to come back and declare their love for me and tell me this is all, you know, such a huge mistake. That's all I want for like 6 to 12 months, and sometimes it's for longer, depending on the seriousness of the relationship, on how it ended. You know, it can be fucking brutal, can't it? Let's be honest. So, you've not done anything wrong, but I do think you're going to recognise that you're slamming the door shut on love, and maybe you don't want to keep doing that. Not because you're not going to get offers anymore, but I think you're just going to start to feel slightly more open. Something might happen where you might have a little flirtation with someone and you think, oh, I'm not ready. And then, I don't know, it kickstarts like putting your toe back in the water. And when I say kickstart, I mean like just because you go on a date with someone doesn't mean you have to get into a relationship, or doesn't mean you have to have sex with anyone. You know, you may just dip your toe back in the water soon, Sagittarius. Who is this person then? Should we get a message from them? See, this could be a new person that you, like, extremely new person that you kind of reject, and then they think, fuck, like, why doesn't Sagittarius like me? Or are they still in love with their ex? Or this could be your ex realising that you're moving on and you're starting to date people again, okay? So let's get a message from them. I need to clear my karmic debt. Okay. This person, whoever it is, whether it's an ex or a new person, says they need to clear their karmic debt, okay? So they have made mistakes in the past, they've fucked up, they've hurt people, they've hurt you, potentially. They feel like they need to get distance, they need to be honest from now on. They feel like they've been a dishonest person previously, okay? So it could be leaning towards an ex, you know. It's looking like you're gonna start to like feel the full force of this pain and then get closure, start to be open to new love. You know, so it doesn't really matter who this is, that's your story, that's where you're at. I feel lonely. Okay, so this person could be missing you, or they could just feel lonely because they used to have a family dynamic with you. That, you know, there was always like a busy house, and now they're living somewhere where it's always empty and quiet. Yeah, that's kind of what it's giving. They could still be in love with you if it's an ex. What's the messy truth about this connection? You're my obsession, unhealthy attachment, fixated, no peace. Ooh, this person could feel really guilty. Like, maybe they cheated on you, or they stayed with you even though they weren't in love with you anymore, or they treated you bad somehow. They may be obsessed, like, checking up on you, like, seeing if you're dating anyone new, or, you know, do you just keep to yourself? Like, they just want to know. Hoity-toity, champagne taste, beer budget, arrogant, pretentious. So either they thought this about you, or you thought this about them. Okay, that someone was keeping up appearances. They're a bit too much about material things. What everyone thought, reputation. Moonlit unity. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. So there wasn't a good emotional balance. There was constant disparity. I don't want to hear it. A situation is about to explode. Things are about to pop off in flames. There could be big arguments between you and this person, okay? You might give them what for and say, how dare you change your mind now that you've blown up this marriage, or how dare you, you know, seek to find out what I'm doing and judge me for moving on, or like spy on me, or like have any kind of thoughts about getting back with me, like you don't deserve it or something like that. There could be like huge arguments going on, like post fallout, you know, post separation, post divorce, post breakup. But I think you're going to stay separated, you know. It could be that this person's a little bit controlling. They don't like that they've lost control, or they feel lonely, they feel sorry for themselves. Toxic love, oh my God. Drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. You could be arguing, you know, back and forth at the moment. Can you still trust he or she? Don't let fear be your driver. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. It seems like there's a whole lot of drama attached to this situation. You could have had quite a good life together, but something was toxic. Okay, there could have been a lot of arguments, or there could be arguments now. Oh my God, I don't know if they're gonna like come out and tell you like what they were getting up to, or when you were together, or something like this, because the clearing of the karmic debt, they're like obsessed, or you're obsessed with them, or they're obsessed with you. It's messy. It's like giving me the sense that a lot of stuff went down, like, so it could be a lot of history between the two of you. And that's why I feel like it's an ex and not the new person. Hang on. Let's get an advice card. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Okay, so you're going to have to exercise unconditional love here and love this person from afar, because they are a fuck up. They have fucked up, and they probably do really love you. They may even love you more afterwards, but I don't think you're going to come back together. You got to let people make their mistakes and learn from them. You know, like, you can't hold the hand through life. You can't make them see things that they're blind to. You know, at some point they may see the reality of a situation, they may reflect, they may apologise, they may never. Okay, we can't control like how emotionally intelligent people are, or how, you know, toxic they are, and whether they stop being that way. They're responsible for their own personal development, personal growth, and you're responsible for yours. The only thing you can do is try to forgive, try to have an open heart chakra and not hold grudges, because it's not nice to live like that. It's not comfortable to live like that. It's draining to be angry all the time. Okay, let's get a timing for new love for Sagittarius, because I feel like we've said plenty about that. create space for it to happen sooner. Okay, so just like we said, you haven't got to do anything with anyone, but I feel like the energy's shifted a little bit in the direction of closure. Okay, maybe it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it is changing. Okay, so hang on in there. Right, I hope you liked this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up. And I'll see you in the next one. Drop me some comments. Let me know if you like my vibe, if you like the setup. If it resonated, let me know. Memberships are live. I've just put the content up today. For the Native American Indian Medicine Wheels members, every month they get a finance reading and a health reading. So you can see what your boss thinks of you, what your alternative career path could be. Get financial predictions for the month ahead, positive money affirmations. You can find out what your mental health, emotional health, physical health and your connection to spirit is like at the moment, and which areas may need a little bit more attention than others. And I'll be doing a How to Read Tarot series instalment as well. I know money comes and goes, so, you know, whatever you feel like is what you feel like, okay? Personal readings are £25. I pre-record them, I put them on YouTube, and you can watch them at your leisure on the telly or on your phone. I listen to tarot everywhere. I listen to it on the way to and from work because I am obsessed. I do love readings, but I can do tarot readings about anything really. If you do want a personal reading, you can direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Turnaround time is about 2 days. Okay. I think I'm going to put a light on because we've got a sky full of rain here in the UK and it's very grim. So I'm just going to put another light on. Okay, so on to Capricorn. I am using the Blossom of Serenity tarot deck. I love it. It's in the background there. Let's have a few shuffles. I feel like so much better this evening than I did this morning. I woke up horrifically early. And I had that horrible feeling where you think like, oh, I need to go up for work and get ready. You know, like that big rush of like facing the day as well and needing to get ready on time. Then I was like, no, it's the weekend. Like, well, I couldn't get back to sleep. It was very early and then I just felt really yucky. For reasons I won't mention. But like, yeah, I feel a lot better this evening, so that's good. I hope you've had a relaxing day, or you've got a relaxing night planned, or something fun, if it's not relaxing. If you haven't seen Big Mistakes on Netflix, please watch that, it's hilarious. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in this third week of May 2026 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. The Queen of Coins. We're getting a very practical energy out at the moment, aren't we? The Queen of Coins is coming out constantly. Okay, so this is someone who's a solid provider. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You are Capricorn. So you're showing up as someone who's taking care of business in the 3-day. You got the bills paid. Yeah, you're working hard. You like stability, you like security, and you are good at providing that to those around you, okay? Nice, dependable person. You could be a mother or a father, or you could just have a high-powered job, or be a homeowner, or all of these things. The 7 of Wands is someone who's very determined, very competitive, ambitious. Okay, it's fighting to get the high ground, to maintain or gain the advantage. So, a bit fiery, a bit earthy, a bit fiery. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so you feel like you've got your house in order. You're feeling like, you know, if someone were to come along that took your fancy, you would probably go for it, okay? But there would have to be someone special. There could be someone that you've got your eye on, that you think, you know, I'm dating this person and I feel like I could fall for them. There's someone that's very important with the Knight of Cups. It's that Romeo-Juliet vibe, like, you know, it has to be them. It has to be that girl, or it has to be that boy, it has to be that man, or it has to be that woman. You like them specifically, yeah, for everything that they are. Okay, so they have got the 2 of Swords and it's in the challenge position. So can they face facts, or are they burying their head in the sand? Like, this is the challenge. Like, is someone going to confront a situation? The 5 of Wands. They could be conflicted internally, or there could be conflict with others externally. We've got the 9 of Cups reversed with the World card. Okay, so someone feels like they could be a bit depressed or a bit down right now. They don't feel happy with how things are, but they're trying to be optimistic. They're trying to remain positive. In the story of the Major Arcana, for the World, because we got the World card, the Fool realises that he must take life's rough with the smooth. Okay, better days are going to come. So someone's trying to remain optimistic even though they're feeling pretty down. They're very conflicted, or there's conflict with other people or within themselves. And that's why there's a fair bit of denial here. Not facing reality. Not facing up to something, not confronting something. What is this person's deal? Because you're all into it. You're like Romeo for Juliet, or Juliet for Romeo. Or Juliet for Juliet. Or Romeo for Romeo. Queen of Swords reversed. Oof. Ouch. See how that looks like the shell of a conker? Like prickly. That's what Queen of Swords reverse personality is like. That's what the character of a Queen of Swords reverse is like. Like prickly, like don't touch me, don't come near me. I'm pissed off. I want a divorce, I want a separation, you dumped. It's that kind of like, fuck me. It's scary, okay? It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs, like, when it's upright, you know, it's clever, analytical, intellectual, fantastic at writing, speaking, persuading. But when it's reversed, like blunt communication or no communication, yeah? Ouch. Ouchie. So, I don't know where that's coming from, to be honest. Here's you all secure and calm and ambitious and, you know, determined and then, you know, loved up in your feels. And then we've got this Queen of Swords reverse energy and it's like, what? And then you've got the Two of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Cups reverse with the World cards. They're feeling really down about something. They're feeling really mixed up about something. Let's get two more for the outcome. The Moon reverse. This card's too pretty to like keep it upside down. It's so nice. Look at that. I'd get that blown up, you know, and have it on my bedroom wall. I say that every week. If it was, well, when it's reversed, we're overcome with fear, okay? It's the Major for Pisces, it's the Moon card. In the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that even when it's dark, we must proceed, we must walk forwards anyway. We mustn't let ourselves be overcome with fear. We can cope with whatever's thrown at us, with whatever we find out. We can cope with it, okay? We don't avoid our new job because we're scared of the first day of work. We have to just put mind over matter, put one foot in front of the other, paint a smile on our face, be nice, take whatever you're asked to do. And normally they make it an easy day for you on your first day. Not always, but, you know, usually it's never as bad as what you think it's going to be. It's just fear of the unknown. But this person's terrified. So they could have shut down communication. They could have ghosted you or gone silent on you. Because you're kind of giving off, like, lovely vibes. So I don't know why it would be anything, like, shouting at you. But they could have ghosted you. Seven of Cups reversed. There's a lot of, like, fantasising. So someone's at a crossroads in their life, but they're that uncomfortable with the present that they're just obsessing with, like, you know, fantasies going over into delusion. No, it's like they're more comfortable in the dream state than in the reality. So I don't know if that's you or them, but there's something going on here. What is this person's problem? Like, I really don't know. It's actually annoying. It's actually annoying. Running away and staying in silence is just easier for me. They fucking ghosted you, okay? Why did they ghost? They're not ready for a relationship. They don't return those feelings for you. They don't feel that way. Or they're not emotionally available. Or I don't know. This person's fucking running away. They're hiding, okay? Big fat hider. Let's get another message from them to you. Emotions overwhelm me, okay? What is the truth? I need to hold back my true feelings for you. I want out. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. Ooh, I'm getting like third party here. Someone's fucking terrified. They probably want out of their relationship that they're in, because it looks like, even though you're a Queen of Coins, it looks like you and this person aren't in a relationship yet. Like, you want to date them, you've been, you know, kissing them or meeting up with them, and, you know, they're trying to hold back their true feelings for you. They're completely overwhelmed. Perhaps they were looking for a fling and they didn't expect to get feelings. Maybe they thought they were in control of this and they're not. Okay, they're completely freaked out. They're completely freaked out. They're terrified. But they do have feelings for you, so they're running away because they're afraid of what it's all going to mean. Like, if they're already with someone, they'd have to break up with them. What if someone finds out they've been cheating? Or maybe this person just has a fear of commitment, full stop. You know, some people are freaked out by relationships. They have childhood trauma. They may have, you know, childhood wounds. So they have like abandonment issues. So they just don't like to get attached to anyone, or they sabotage connections because they don't feel like they deserve them. Maybe they don't know how to do a normal relationship. There could be any number of reasons, okay? They do actually really care about you, but they're pushing you away, okay? So this person's sabotaging the connection. What is it that they like or love about my Capricorn? I love that I can be myself around you. That's very sweet. You appear often in my dreams. That's what that is. This person is all into you, okay? But they are self-sabotaging this connection. They are a runner. They're hiding the depth, the true depth of their feelings for you. They do have incredibly strong feelings for you. Okay, it's easier for them to deny the connection than to face what it's all going to mean, okay? What's the messy truth about this connection, please? You never really loved me. Truth revealed, illusion shattered, heartbreak. Oh my god, they've made out like they're happy where they are, or they've moved on, and they're actually in love with you, and you are like just miserable. Hi, Alina. If you watch your sign, then it should kind of like give you the answer to your question, or you can pay for a personal reading, but I don't take questions in the chat because these are like lives for collective readings, if that makes sense. But you're welcome to watch your sign. I'm just on Capricorn at the moment. What sign are you? And you can cross-watch the sign of your person as well. This is like giving a bit twin flames, this Capricorn reading, you know. I'm tired of running. Oh my gosh, we've got running like a few times, you know. Running away and staying in silence is easier for me. They've ghosted you, and on social media they probably look like happy as anything, but they're actually obsessed with you. They dream about you. They feel like they can truly be themselves with you. That terrifies people who are runners, okay? That's why they run, because they don't want to get attached to you and lose you. They can't cope with it, okay? So they're avoiding they're avoiding attachment that comes from trauma, okay, in early adulthood or early childhood. Okay, so we've got a runner-chaser dynamic. You could be twin flames, you could be the chaser, you're in active pursuit, Capricorn. If this person's ghosted you and it makes no sense whatsoever and you mean no harm, okay, it's not because they don't like you, it's far from it. Oh, okay, so Gemini. Okay, so Gemini I did on the previous live and I've posted it as its own reading. But you can watch the sign of, you can watch Hyda's sign as well. Public image, worried about appearances, can't relax, conceited. This person is worried about their reputation. So I don't know if you work together or they're married or both. But this person is like, this can't happen. This can't happen. Like, I should not be doing this. And they're going to act like they don't care and they're actually like in love with you. They'll actually like think so highly of you and they're a natural born runner. They could run away from friends and family, not just, you know, the person that they're in love with. They could have pure issues, by the way. They could keep everyone in their life at arm's length, you know. Fate, crossroads, in a weave of chance and choices find the path to lasting legacies. So you are twin flames, okay? You two are supposed to be together. Doing drugs, envy. Okay, so there could be an element of you both cutting loose when you're together. This person could also try to, you know, dampen like heavy emotions that they're feeling with drugs or alcohol. There could be, you know, a partner that's very jealous of your connection that you've established or would be if they found out. That could be, you know, like the original husband or wife. Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Okay, so they could be addicted to the excitement. They could be addicted to running as well, though. Like, so they like how fresh and new this is. They like how sexy it is. They like not being caught. You know, but at the same time, you know, the flip side of the coin is you being a shitty person, you know, to the people that love and trust you. You're lying all the time. You're letting both parties down because you say you're going to be there and then you can't because you're supposed to be there. And it's like, you know, this person could like be quite unhappy and then they're sort of exhilarated and then they're unhappy and then they're exhilarated. And it can become addictive, getting that rush of like emotion and excitement. So they could be quite a complex individual with quite deep-seated issues. There are things I never got the chance to tell you. Okay, so they have got secrets. Okay, this person feels like they can truly be themselves around you. They probably put on a good show for the people around them. They look confident, they look professional. When they're with you, they let their guard down, they talk to you. Okay, if they haven't already, they're going to open up to you about something very important that they don't share with anyone. Okay, so I'd be keeping things to myself. When this person opens up to you, it's not something they do with everybody, and it could be something that's very, very secret, okay, to do with childhood or to do with, you know, their teenage years, their youth, or like early adulthood. They're going to open up to you about something incredibly important that they do not open up to anybody about. They're They don't want to keep running, but it's obviously a trauma response. So I don't think this person's going to be able to change anytime soon. But over time, over years maybe. Sometimes people are aware of what they're doing, but they can't stop, you know. Let's get you some advice. I'm just like flinging these cards around. Boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries to protect them. Okay, so if this person's really hurting you, Capricorn, you are going to have to let them know that it's making you feel a kind of way. Communication is key. You know, you could get absolutely livid with them. You could be frustrated to fuck. You know, you've done nothing wrong. You're perfectly compassionate and understanding. You could be the most perfect person on the planet. Okay, this person is broken. The way they are wired is different. They're acting from a place of panic. Imagine them as a little child, afraid, okay, and it will allow you to have more compassion. Going beyond that, there's being compassionate and there's putting up with what is actually emotionally abusive. Okay, because you are now getting abandoned. Because they don't want to get abandoned. They're abandoning you. You are becoming the subject of an abandonment situation. Okay, so you have to draw a line and you have to distance yourself. And that is not easy, but that is your lesson. As a chaser, you have to stop chasing. You learn to stop chasing people. As a runner, they have to learn to stop running, and they can't do that whilst you're chasing them. So you see how the runner-chaser dynamic plays out. You both pause, reflect, and do the opposite to what you've always done. And that's not the end of it. It doesn't just take one go, okay? Because these are habits of a lifetime. And we learn and grow and change over time. So I'm afraid that there's going to be lots of long periods apart. It could be months, it could be years. I mean, like a year and a half, and then you hear from this person or you reach out to them. But the emotions you're mostly going to feel are being frustrated to fuck, and angry, like livid, and confused and hurt. But it's not that they're cheating on you, it's that. And it's not that they're a player, it's that they actually really care about you, and it's going to hurt them if they lose you. But they will learn over time. Over time, they will learn, like, to open up to you. And that is going to heighten the fear in them, to be honest. The stakes will get higher for them, and they'll get more afraid. But the bond will slowly grow, and they'll realise that you're not going anywhere, and then they might calm down and become more consistent, and they may even, you know, commit to you. So let's see how that one plays out. Good luck with that. No, I'm in that situation. I've been in that situation for a few years now, so I do understand. I'm just laughing it off because it's not that easy to deliver information like, oh, and by the way, you're going to be separate for years, or like, just because it's not a textbook, you know, dating, having a relationship situation doesn't mean you're not profound in this person's life, that they're not profound to you. It's more profound than that, because you're actually helping someone transmute trauma into love, you know, and you're helping them heal. And they could get married and have children with someone, and they could get married and have children many times and still be a runner. Do you know what I mean? You're the person that's being specially selected to trigger them to heal, and they could be middle-aged or older, you know, when they meet you. So I think that's a privilege. It's not comfortable, and it's not without its challenges, but it's a huge privilege to help someone to heal from stuff that is deep-seated within them, that they could have, like, had very unhealthy behaviours, you know, even with their own kids, with their own partner. And for some reason, you are the person that's able to bring all that trauma to the surface and help it out, you know, help them to confront it bit by bit. It's a huge honour. It's God's work, you know. We'll get a general advice card and then we'll get a timing for when you're going to reconcile with this person, when you're going to hear from each other. I'm in the middle of the Capricorn reading. Well, I'm at the end of the Capricorn reading, Alina. Casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe I attract more of, so I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others, through my words I am casting beautiful spells. The better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. Oh, that's very nice. I like those cards. Okay, so when is Capricorn going to hear from this person? Or when are they going to speak to one another? Okay, so we've got October, but let it happen organically. Okay, so it doesn't feel right to speak to someone right now because you think that will be going against your boundaries, then don't. Okay, if you think that it would be, you know, you kind of chasing them, then don't. Give them a really good long period of time to let them think things through, you know, and I don't mean a few days, I mean like months. This person needs to calm down, and then they need to try to ascertain like what they're doing with their life, like what they think of you, how much they like you, like do they want the life that they've got where they are, like why do they run away? They may even start having counselling. They may regret even like accessing the emotions. They might not be comfortable with it. They might regress. So only reach out if you think it's been a very significant chunk of time, like best part of a year, or wait till they reach out, which could be like a year later or something. But you are going to be in contact with each other around October, and we're in May now, aren't we? So June, July, August, September, yeah, 6 months. Hi, Stranger Things. Okay, that was your reading, Capricorn. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, drop me some comments, and I will see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. You can arrange it by direct message on Instagram or TikTok. You can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Memberships are live. I have just posted fresh content. It's the Native American Indian Medicine Wheels. There's already finance readings up there. And I'll be putting a little something for the How to Read Tarot on as well. I know money comes and goes, but the best thing you can do is free, and that is to give me comments, okay, and give me likes. Okay, we're going to be going on to Aquarius next. Hi Ziggy. You're watching from Denmark. That's very cool. That's super cool. I like that. Big fan of Scandinavia. Okay, we're just starting the Aquarius reading. What sign are you all? The first 6 signs of the zodiac were done in the last live, and I'm doing the last 6 signs in this live, okay? You're a Scorpio. Well, you can rewind to Scorpio, or you can cross-watch watch the sign of someone that you're interested in, if you feel inclined to do so. I love a cross-watch. I love a cross-watch. I've been watching my moon sign again recently as well. Like, I'm Libra moon, and some of the readings, like, hella resonate. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this 3rd week of May 2026 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aquarius is feeling, please. Sorry, that's my matcha. I just need you to know what that was. Vanilla flavoured matcha with oat milk. Yum. Right, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who knows what she's got, okay? She knows she's good looking. She knows she's ambitious. She knows she's exciting, okay? It's solar plexus being activated, confident, assertive. A Queen of Wands is going to get the one that she wants, okay? She's not going to sit around and wait for someone to notice her. She's going to go after someone. And you could be a man or a woman. The Queen of Wands reverse, though, is like when we've lost our confidence or we're being overbearing. It's kind of like a bit insecure, isn't it? The Queen of Wands reverse, like, I'm not quite feeling how I look right now, or I don't think I should go for that job, or it's like if you've had a little bit of a disappointment, or you're just feeling like a bit fat or something. I don't know, it's like a lack of confidence, a lack of ambition, you know, being a shrinking violet. The moon upright. Okay, so I love this card. It's the major for Pisces. Okay, so in the story of the major arcana, the fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway. Okay, even if it's dark and, you know, there could be ghosts or things go bump in the night, we must, like, go outside, because you could go outside and you could see the beautiful stars twinkling, you know. You could see a fox jumping across the road, or a little hedgehog or something cute. It's not always bad. Nothing bad is necessarily going to happen. And if something comes up that's a challenge, we'll deal with it, okay? We will deal with it when we come to it. We're talking about calculated risk. We're not talking about taking all our clothes off, standing outside and assuming that we won't get, like, sexually assaulted or murdered or something. You know, we're exercising caution, but we mustn't hide from life either. We must live our best life, okay, and be true to ourselves. And if there's things that we want, but we're afraid of failure, you know, that's such a shame if things inhibit us. You know, this would be like being overwhelmed, overcome with fear. But it looks like you are going to push forwards because you just know that you should, really. You're going to suck it up, Aquarius. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. Okay. Come through. So, yeah, so you're going to push forward with something. You're going to charge forwards. Okay, to victory. That always makes me think of like light years, you know, like may the force be with you. I think you're gonna like put the pedal to the metal, and I think you're gonna like move this forward now. I think you're gonna move something forward. I think you were feeling unconfident and you were lacking assertiveness, and now you're saying, do you know what, we'll deal with whatever comes up. And you're gonna take something and you're gonna push it forwards. Okay, you're not gonna drag your heels anymore. That's good. Let's see who's showing up for you. We've got the 2 of Swords reversed. It's coming out loads. The Hermit upright. The King of Wands reversed. Oh my God. We've got the King and the Queen of Wands. We've got matching suits. Okay, so they're the King of Wands. You're the Queen of Wands. You both reverse. So they're feeling a bit unconfident as well. They're a bit worried and they're a bit scared and a bit wobbly, a bit insecure. They don't want to deny this connection anymore. They are doing some shadow work, some shadow healing. They're processing everything. They're thinking a lot. You know, they're letting you have your space. They're keeping to themselves. The Knight of Swords reverse. They really want to speak to you, but they're not. They're wondering how you're doing. They want to reach out. They want to hear from you. But they're not saying anything. That's the Major Arcana for Virgo. In the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that the answers lie within him. You know, you can't ask someone else how he's feeling. Only he knows that, okay? You can't ask someone else what he wants, what he desires. Only he knows that. So this person is kind of like mulling over everything. They do want to talk to you, but they're holding it back. You are divine counterparts, by the way, because we've got the King and Queen of Wands. You're actually very well suited to one another, but you're both kind of like feeling a bit wobbly. Maybe a bit pensive about what's ahead. The Chariot, okay. Okay. So this is the Major Arcana for Cancer. The Chariot is travelling towards what you want, a major goal or aim, okay, and actively pursuing it. It's the Emperor that jumps into the Chariot. So this person is taking leadership in their own life. They're saying, do you know what, fuck it, let's go for it. I want Aquarius, okay? And it looks like you're saying, fuck it, let's go for it. I want this person, whoever it is. You're both moving towards success in this relationship. Hi, Miss Rabbit. I'm not doing personal questions on the lives. These are collective readings, but if you want to email me or direct message on Instagram or TikTok, I can do a personal reading for you. Or you can watch your sign or the sign of your person. It should show up, to be honest, on these collective readings if you just want to look at your sign. But I'll totally do a personal reading if you want one. Three of Swords. Why? Why? This person's heartbroken. Their heart's breaking for you. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Possibly they were ready before you, because you have the Moon, and then later on you have the 8 of Wands, but they already had the Chariot. Okay, so they might feel like a bit rejected by you, but I think the energy is gonna shift. So let's see what happens in the outcome. Six of Cups in the challenge position with the Ace of Cups reversed. Someone wants a proper relationship, and I think they feel like the other person doesn't reciprocate that. I think someone's already in love and they feel like the other person's not already in love. You know, like, there are combinations. Let's get 2 more. The 10 of Swords reversed. It's like coming across like someone feels rejected, and so they're just gonna like not bother anymore. That sounds really like lackadaisical, but I mean, like, they feel like they should let go of this, or like they're flogging a dead horse. You know, like maybe it's not what you want, or they're just not going to worry about it because it's too painful. The 4 of Coins in the challenge position. Can I give my time, money and energy to this anymore? Someone's wondering whether they should give their time, money and energy to this anymore, because it's really hurting them that it's not taking off. And yet, more recently, you've wanted it to, you know? More recently, you've wanted it to. But I don't think this person's aware. You should really tell them, Aquarius. Let's get a message from them. I feel trapped and I don't know what to do. I don't know if this person feels trapped in their own circumstances, whatever they may be, whoever they live with, or they feel trapped by this connection, like they can't think about anything else, but they don't think it's good for them. You know when you like walk through the woods and then you find yourself like hanging upside down in a tree, like you got caught in a snare or something? It's like this person feels bound by the situation, like emotionally bound to it. Something about it is like very choking, like a chokehold. And it shouldn't really feel like that when you're in love with someone or you're building a relationship with someone. It should feel free and easy and magical and like calm and nice and like, do you know what I mean? It's a strange way to feel, like to feel trapped. Perhaps this has been, you know, like forbidden fruit, or it's been very off and on, and you know, this person's not sure whether it's good for them or not. These feelings are eating me alive. It's dark without you. This person likes life with you, innit? Like, you give them a lot of excitement, you make them feel thrilled, you feel quite optimistic about things, you know, like they're very happy to hear from you. I think they like you more than they care to admit to you. And they're not sure whether it's good for them or not to have these feelings for you, you know? I think they definitely toy with the idea of something super, super serious. They feel like you could be a past life connection with the Six of Cups. You know, that's a soulmate, soul recognition, feelings of nostalgia, feelings of like, I feel safe with you, I feel like we've known each other a lifetime. Very, very deep connection, you know, like this person's not expressing how they feel. Like, if you were to suggest a relationship, they would say yes. If you were to suggest commitment, they would seriously consider it. You know, they would be highly like 90% likely to say yes. Like, all these feelings have developed, they're not expressing them, but they would actively push this forward if it was something that you wanted. This person's in way too deep. Like, they don't know if they're in too deep and it's not for their own good. Like, what they like or love, and I would say love about Aquarius. You make me feel like a kid again. Okay, so they feel giddy, they feel like they totally crush on you. They feel like really exhilarated by you, but they're in love as well. They want to be able to express how they truly feel, but they don't. Okay, so that's what's making them feel trapped. They think all these things, they feel all these things, but they can't express it. Maybe they feel like it wouldn't be allowed. It's not allowed. It wouldn't go down well, or, you know. It's so weird. It's a bit like you're mirroring each other, but on slightly different time frames. What's the messy truth about this connection? Glow up time. Transformation, confidence, inner radiance. Ooh, okay. So one of you or both of you are having a bit of a glow up at the moment. Or you'll have a glow up as a result of meeting, or... Yeah, I feel like the "you make me feel like a kid again" has sort of like caused a renewed sense of value and self-esteem, you know, on an individual level in each of you. Distant, so far away physically and emotionally, see if you can rekindle the passion again. Okay, so yeah, there keeps being pauses here. Gaps in communication, not seeing each other for periods of time. Magic within, create space for personal growth and There's a lot of transition happening. There's a lot of change happening within each of you. Externally, internally, you know, spiritually. Bank failure. Okay, so money could be an issue. Hi, Sadiqa. No, I'm not answering questions in the lives. You have to buy a personal reading or watch the sign of yourself or the sign of your personal both. And you should get an answer from the collective readings. We've got make it rain, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favour, unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur. Okay, so someone is working on their finances. You could be witnessing them have a financial glow up through hard work or through luck or both. Broken mirrors, addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. There could be something a bit toxic about this connection. It could be very off and on, very tumultuous, but this person's looking for a soulmate. Okay, they feel like there's something much deeper going on here. They're definitely in deep when it comes to you. They're very excited by it. I think they're a bit nervous that they're going to get hurt. Yeah, I think they're skeptical as to like whether this can be the real deal. A roller coaster, off and on, up and down, you know. But you are showing up as the king and queen of wands. Let's get some advice and then we'll get a timing for contact. Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Ooh. Magic. Discover magic in the mundane, making the ordinary extraordinary. I need you to help me. I'm yours forever and ever. This person is trapped in an on-off situation with you. And they have all these feelings that they don't feel like they should express to you because you wouldn't like it, it's not allowed. And it's like, it's making them feel really trapped. They don't know if they can trust this or they're going to get horrifically hurt. But it does look like you are mirroring one another, okay? You could be feeling things slightly behind them. You're not quite on exactly the same timeline. But you are coming round to the idea that you should, like, stop being afraid. And this person, like, crushes on you. They feel like a kid when when they hear from you. But they are like, they would be devoted to you if you asked for that. They would absolutely do that. Okay. When is there going to be contact between Aquarius and the one that's showing up for them? Very soon. Okay, so that could be like 24 hours, 48 hours. Okay, 3 days max. Very soon is very soon. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Drop me some comments if you like my setup, you like my vibe, or you know the reading resonated in any way. Please interact with the videos. Personal readings are £25. You can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. My email address is in the YouTube channel description, or you can direct message via Instagram or TikTok. Memberships are £5.99 a month. Members get a monthly finance reading and a monthly health reading. Collective love readings will remain completely free. Okay, memberships starting doesn't change that. Personal readings don't have to be love readings, but most people want love readings. Payment is by PayPal or Bax. I pre-record it and upload it onto YouTube for a personal reading, and you know, it doesn't take up any memory like that, and I don't take it down. You can watch it at your leisure as many times as you want on the telly or on your phone. We are going on to a Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I'm using the Blossom of Serenity Tarot deck. Whoops. It's very pretty. I didn't just want to use it for 1 week. It's off Temu. My voice is starting to go now. Good job on the last sign. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this third week of May 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Pisces is feeling, please. So we've got a combination of the 9 of Swords upright with the Sun reversed and the Ace of Coins reversed. The 9 of Swords is fear, anxiety. It's sitting up awake at night, biting your fingernails, thinking, what am I going to do? The Sun, when it's upright, is being carefree. The Sun, when it's reversed, and it's the major for Leo, it is being burdened. Like, it's the same really as the 9 of Swords upright. It's like, I can't stop thinking about this. Like, this is really getting to me. What am I going to do? The Ace of Coins reversed. So the Ace of Coins, when it's upright, is a new beginning. And it's offering someone else a new beginning, or receiving a new beginning. The Ace of Coins reversed is like, I don't want, I don't want to like get back together, or I don't want a new beginning. There's a lot of being burdened here. Preoccupied, burdened, anxious. The King of Coins. Okay, so this is someone who's very established. They're a nurturer. They are in their masculine energy. They're a solid provider. They're stable. They like commitment. They like things to be calm. They like to be able to rely on, like routines and I'm not saying this person's boring, but they don't want everything to be spontaneous. Okay, they like calm, they like security, they like to have lots of money, and they like to be able to gift other people. Okay, so that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So you could have that in your chart, Pisces, or you could just be feeling very secure, very stable, work's going well. You know, you could have a home, you could have a high-powered job, or you could have children, but you are a good provider. The Seven of Cups reversed. The Seven of Cups, when it's upright, is being at a crossroads. It's thinking, like, where next? Like, what do I want next for myself? When it's reversed, we can't stop thinking about it. We're, like, completely obsessed, like, fantasizing. We've crossed over into delusion, okay? Because we're spending that many hours thinking about what is next for me. So you look like you're trying to make this decision to leave a situation, to be honest, Pisces. I feel like one of my cards is the wrong way around. It's that one, isn't it? I kept saying it and it was annoying. Right, 3 for the one that's showing up for Pisces, please. The King of Wands upright. This is someone whose solar plexus is activated. They are confident, they're assertive, they know what they want. It's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. They're in that masculine energy, so if they need to, they will take leadership, they will pursue. They've also got the Magician reversed. This person does not have all the tools to succeed. They can't make their dreams into a reality right now. So it's not through lack of knowing what they want or lack of wanting it. But yeah, money could be an issue, or emotionally unavailable, or scared. Okay, so the Moon card upright is, yes, it's dark outside, but we must go out anyway. No, I don't know what the future holds, but I must walk forwards anyway. No, I don't know what the first day of my new job is going to be like, but I know I must go anyway. Like, it's just trying to overcome mind over matter, you know, like not let fear get the best of us. Okay, so it's Pisces energy, it's the Moon. In the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway. Okay, whatever comes up, we'll deal with it. That's reversed, so someone's overwhelmed with fear. Okay, so they don't feel like they can manifest their dreams into a reality because something bad will happen, or they can't do it, or it won't end well. Something, you know, it's not the right time, or something like this. They don't have the finances. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The Page of Wands, that's a new beginning. The page is walking down a path they've never walked down before. Okay, it's unknown. They have no preconceived ideas or notions about how it's going to be, how it's going to go. But they are excited. Okay, so the Three of Cups, okay, that can be a love triangle. The Two of Cups is two people who are falling for one another or who are already in love. Three of Cups is one too many, okay? Someone else is putting their cup in the middle and it's getting in the way. So there's a love triangle here. Three of Cups can be socialising, coming together. 3 is a number of community. celebration, but in a love reading, I take it as to mean a third party dynamic. So one of you is already married. Maybe that's why this person is not available. Okay, maybe that's why they can't manifest their dreams into reality, and that's why they're afraid. Because it would mean ending something, ending the stability that they have somewhere else. The Tower, oh my gosh. There's going to be a Tower moment, there's going to be major change. Pisces, it looks like you're going to end a relationship with someone, possibly because you've met someone else. There is going to be major change because the Tower's in the outcome and it's upright. And Towers must fall. You or this person is going to end something with someone. I think the third party dynamic is going to become simpler. Now that doesn't mean that's going to happen overnight, but what it means is feelings are developing, whether that's being recognised or not, feelings are developing. They're starting to be a toying with the idea of what's next for me, because I don't think it's like this marriage, or what's next for me because I don't think it's this relationship anymore. Like, I'm starting to think about the future in a very different way since this new person came into my life, you know, like that kind of realisation. Not necessarily taking action, not necessarily, you know, expressing anything in that regards, but just feeling it, starting to think about it, even if it's just to ourselves. You're definitely at a crossroads and you're fantasizing about some kind of other future. You're quite burdened by it. It's not just a happy thing, it's like a burdensome thing. Like, you almost wish you didn't have the problem, or you weren't in this situation. But on the other hand, on the flip side, you're quite excited by it. It looks like the other person is fearful. And something's an issue, whether it's the fear factor or the fear because they don't feel like they meet your standard, or, you know, the finances aren't there or something. There's no plan, there's no strategy, or they don't know how you feel. There's something not. Yeah, it's like something extremely early on and complicated. Let's get a message from them. I've mulled on that enough. Mulled that over enough. So this is a message from this person to you, Pisces. I have deceived you. I've deceived myself too. Maybe they acted like they didn't really care, or maybe they're already taken and they didn't tell you. Maybe they don't want a relationship and they led you to believe that they do. They've deceived you somehow, okay? But they've also, like, conned themselves as well. So whether that's them telling themselves they don't have feelings, or it's not that deep and then it really is, or they're already taken, or they don't really want a relationship and they'll let you think that they do. It's something. Somehow they've deceived you, okay? But they've played themselves as well. I'm going to lose my voice very soon. I can feel it. It's going like really hoarse. I wish I could be fully honest with you. It's all too much. Yeah, they're so fucking frightened. Maybe they're just afraid of getting hurt, so they've just acted like they don't really care, or maybe they're not in a position to actually offer you anything tangible, and you're someone that's, you know, in a good position financially, so they feel like a fucking fraud, like offering themselves up. You could be taken, they could be taken, both of you could be taken, one of you, I don't know. But they're not being honest. Either it's like with what their resources are, or how committed they are, whether that's non-committal, or like they're fully fucking in love with you and they picture their life with you and they've never told you that. Something like they just can't cope with this, like this is very intense for them. What's they like or love? Let's say love about Pisces, because they're fucking shitting themselves. I'm working hard on my finances for you, for us, for our future. Okay, so I think like they sort of acted like they weren't asked, and now they're like, oh, I fucking want a life with Pisces. Let me get a house and put Pisces in it. Like, you know. Yeah, I feel like the issue is finances and honesty and like the true depth of how they feel about you. What's the messy truth about this connection? No contact zone, enforced distance, silence game, still attached. Someone's gone quiet because it's all too much. They could be just someone that just does not ever express how they feel about you. Like they're so poker faced, they just completely played it safe, and it's infuriating or frustrating, or you kind of know how they feel but you want them to say it. Like, I don't know. It's annoying me, and I think I can be like that. So, hey ho, no one's perfect. You only end up doing that when you don't feel secure, because the other person doesn't make you feel secure. Exposed, fragile heart, too open, in danger of heartbreak. They are so fucking scared of getting hurt. They could have had a really bad, like, record with when it comes to love, you know, like, they could have really been taken for granted, let down, hurt lots of times, and they're just afraid once again. It's like if you're going on a blind date or something, you're not really asked. Like, you're nervous because it's going to be a bit embarrassing, but it's not like you've got any feelings invested in the outcome. But if you already know that you're crazy about someone and then you don't tell them the extent of how you're feeling, it can be like really burdensome. Like, it can be such a burden that it's not even funny. Like, it's not fun. Do you know what I mean? It can make you like miserable or make you very stressed or distressed. So controlling power struggles lead to being manipulative. So they probably don't speak to you for periods, or take ages to reply, or they act like they don't care, or they get annoyed of you and you're like, why are you being like that? And nothing seems to make sense, but it's because they're fucking freaking out about getting hurt. Game over. A situation is about to explode. Bloody hell. It's all too much. Okay, they're gonna like... if they're not telling you that they're working on their finances to create a life with you, That's what they're doing secretly, okay, but they don't tell you that. And you could get very frustrated with this person. They could get very frustrated with you. You could argue a fair bit, you know, because this person's very, like, secretive or uptight or, you know, highly strung. They're a closed book. Okay, they just don't want to, like, expose their kind of heart to you, Pisces. Running from your problems won't solve them. Yeah, someone likes to hit the road as soon as it gets difficult. They just feel like it's way too intense, you know, to stay in that emotion. Maybe they get angry instead of getting upset. Lots of people do that from quite young. They get angry instead of getting upset. You know, people learn to shut down, don't they? They repress emotions instead of talking about them. Toxicity, toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Beware. Lock your commitment away from the world's interference. Shield, find protection and love, be each other's shield. Okay, so instead of, like, taking it out on each other, you should be coming together and supporting each other. Okay, so reframe it and fortify the relationship. Okay, don't blow cannons into the side of it by arguing. Like, fortify it. Come together against, like, life's ups and downs. You know, work through it together. It can be really hard for some people to do that. Right, let's get you an advice card, and then we will get a time in for contact, because you seem to be in no contact at the moment. Doing our best. We are all doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay, no matter the outcome. I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. Okay, let's get a timing for contact. When is Pisces going to have contact with this person? Whether it's them that reaches out or Pisces reaches out first. When will there be contact? Obsessing over timing creates blocks. Okay, so you're going to have to, like, surrender this to the divine. I'm not saying it's going to be a significant period of time. It could be tomorrow, it could be tonight. But maybe this person just needs a bit of space, okay? Or I wish I could be fully honest with you. Toxicity, it's all too much. So they're the runner. I'm working hard on my finances for you for the future. Give them a little bit of time. Okay, perhaps they need to learn to trust, you know. Let things cool off. Let this person have a bit of space. A runner's not going to calm down if you chase them. I know that seems like overly simple advice, but it's true, isn't it? We can't control everything. We can't fix everything. We can't make someone be ready to open up to us or be ready to be vulnerable. They have to want to do that, and they have to make sure that they're ready to do that. I don't think the issue is that they don't care about you. I think the issue is that they care, I won't say too much, but they actually have very heavy feelings for you, like very, very strong. And they probably want a future with you, because we got in the outcome, we got the Page of Wands, which is a new beginning. Three of Cups, which is a bit of a love triangle, and the Tower. So I think there's some sort of major transformation going on that's quite destructive. So they could be realising, like, fuck, like, this isn't just an affair, like, I'm in love with Pisces, or, you know, my relationship with my ex is over, like, they are an ex, like, it's not current anymore. And I wasn't sure, like, I wish you were next to me. Yeah, this person's yearning for you, they're absolutely yearning for you. Just be patient with them. Be patient with them. Don't force anything, okay? You don't have to have a certain time when this person gets in touch with you. We just want things to keep moving forwards, don't we? Even if it's slowly. Even if this, you know, person requires space, like, that's what we'll give them, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Hype me up, drop me some comments, and I'll see you in the next one. If you would like a personal reading, they're £25. You can direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. That email address is in the YouTube channel description. Memberships are live. The content went up today. Members pay $5.99 a month and they get a finance reading and a health reading. The health reading is a Native American Indian medicine wheel. It's a 4-card spread, and we look at which areas of your life need a little bit of attention right now. And the finance reading is a past, present, future with financial predictions. I look at what your boss thinks of you, and it's always positive stuff. You know, what do they think your strengths are? I look at alternative career paths. You know, what is your true life's purpose? Some of us have just got a day job and we hate what we do. And some of us love what we do, okay? I also get you money affirmations and stuff like that, so you might wanna take me up on that. But I know money comes and goes, so yeah, the best thing you can do is give me likes and comments, and I will be forever grateful. If you're interested in knowing more about tarot and how to read tarot and how I got into it, I'll be doing an instalment of that tomorrow for the members only, okay? Alright, have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. I will be doing the next 6 signs, so Aries through to Virgo tomorrow, okay, on a nice big live, probably in the afternoon. Alright, take care.